Oh God! Hey, Legion, how are you doing today? Let me do the other one right here. It's a dirty movie. Let me do the other one, more recognizable one. Look at each other. Do this one. Yeah, there we go. That makes sense right there. Okay. Anyways, hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I'm here today to review a very rare Herschell Lewis movie, one that most people don't know about. I guess. Hold on. I think it was like a thing like Vinegar Syndrome reduced like unleashed DVD 3-pack of like rare Herschell Lewis movies, the one that you usually wouldn't see. With Herschell Lewis, usually it's the gore films, right? And this one is Lyndon Abilene. And I remember I always try to like if I'm able to watch a Herschell Lewis show, I try to. Even I mean, my one friend, Finesse Belnut, I think that's what his name was called. He was one of the very first YouTubers I met on YouTube. The very creative about YouTube, and we became friends. I think he met me because I did one of the early ones I saw for Herschel Lewis was Harvey Korman and Living Venus. I believe I saw Living Venus on YouTube. It was when I was on there. That was like a tabloid type show. And like I said, like after Harvey Korman finished wrapping up the movie, he said he was talking to Dave Friedman and Herschel Lewis, the director, and Dave Friedman was the producer, right? He said, "Well, I'm going to try my luck in California. I don't think things are working out that well." And I said, "Well, good luck to you. Thanks for being on a movie and stuff." And then, like a year or so later, he was on a Carol Burnett show, so that was pretty good. I guess in the '80s, he was on an airplane, and I guess David Friedman saw him. He walked up and said, "Hey, how are you doing? My name's Dave Friedman." I said, "Do I know you?" I said, "Yeah, we worked on a movie together. Which one?" And it said, "Living Venus." And then he just kind of ignored him after that. I thought Living Venus was quite good, though. I like that movie. Anyway, I guess Vinegar Syndrome released a 3-pack of movies. The rare, I mean, I can't remember. I think one was Black Love, which I never saw. Vinegar Syndrome. Because they've been like restoring a lot of old movies and stuff, and they're released under their own label. Okay, Vinegar Syndrome. Okay. Cult film cult film restoration and preserving. There we go. Let's look up Herschel Lewis. Where's Herschel Lewis at? Okay, Herschel. I mean, let's see what else they have. I mean, I think that one is like it's like $30 expensive. Look up Lewis. Because they have like a 3 film for Lewis, though. Don't they have that anymore? Oh, shit, I didn't do the right thing. Okay. Where's Girl Lewis at? Homegrown horrors. Oh. No, where's that? It should be here. I hit the wrong thing on here. Okay, here we go. Well, they don't have it anymore? Well, they used to have like a big. Oh, I don't matter. I don't care. It must be sold out. But they have like a big range we could Lyndon Abilene and stuff like that. Now, Lyndon Abilene was a dirty western. Now, what they did, what kind of frustrated me was they sold you. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me look at this the thumbnail here. I'll read it right here. I mean, it's a lie too. Okay. Let's see. So, view image. Okay. All right. Well, it showed like okay, a girl and 2 girls, right? It says Lyndon Abilene, right? And on the thumbnail it says hard riding cowboys could tame their bucket broncos, but they couldn't break. No woman could escape having her body used in the raw and Wild West of 1869. Hotter than blazing pistols. Let's see. I can't read. That's too small. Filmed in searing color, their unnatural passion tore the lid off the Old West, and sometimes they didn't even need men. Produced in Hollywood. I think it was filmed at said branded X due to explicit scenes, but I mean there wasn't anything that dirty in it. I mean it's dirty, but I mean not like typical erotic dirty. I mean back then they were allowed to show like boobs and butts. They couldn't really show the vaginal area that much, and they couldn't show like wiener. No wieners or like that. I mean, no one. No, I mean, there was like, a little bit of the JJ on there too. But the one thing that I didn't like about the movie, okay, it starts out filmed on the small ranch, right? With they had Charles Manson, everyone there, and they show like there's a funeral happening, right? And then they show them riding back to town to the one house, and and all of a sudden the horses go back, and the guy has to just make him go up front again, which was that part was funny. Basically, it was like it's like the family farm, right? And the two they're not kids, they're young adults, like in like their early 30s, late 20s, right? Okay. And they were like talking and stuff like that. I know we're going to mom and dad and stuff. And then they started. Well, this is the part I didn't like. I thought it was going to be a lesbian western. It was towards the end a little bit, but basically it was about like those two eventually making out, which it grossed me out. It really took me out. I didn't like that at all. It grossed me out. I mean, it wasn't that. It wasn't super explicit, but enough to be uncomfortable. If they would just had, they could have had the same movie, just have them be like a newlywed couple that were, I mean, not related. That's what it saved the movie. I mean, they were like, I mean, you look at the cover art right at the beginning, you think it's going to be a lesbian movie, just that photo. And then they have what else happened after that? That took a big chunk of the movie out. You know what I mean? And then like the last half hour, I'm not really sure. I mean, it was a very simple movie. I will say, like the sets were all right. Inside the cabin, that was okay. They had like a bar in there. I'll show you. He had to leave. Like, I can't know. I believe I'm doing this. Why don't go find someone else? He found like this other lady. I guess her name ended up being Linda. Linda was nice looking. And then they made out. And then at the same time, this one guy called Rawhide came in the girl's place, said, "Hey, can I come in? Can you make something to eat?" And she did and stuff like that. Said, "We leave. I ain't leaving yet." And then he e-parted her. You know what I mean? And that guy, her brother, was out like making out with that one girl, right? So I guess the guy goes back to see his girlfriend. This is all stretched out in like 92 minutes. Very kind of boring for like most of it. And when they show the sex, they don't show the actual penetration like that. They show like the butt and stuff. I mean, it's all stimulated, right? And he goes to see his sister again and said, "Where were you at? I was attacked and stuff like that, Where were you at?" And he's like, "Well, I mean, I was out with this one lady." And said, "Why'd you leave me for?" And I said, "Well, I'm out with this one lady now." And she said, "You get out, you get your stuff and get the hell out of here." She kicked him out. And he said, "I'm going to find that Rawhide. I'm going to kill him." I keep wanting to say Ramrod, but Ramrod was that character in Vice Squad from with Wings Hauser played Ramrod. I'm gonna kill you like that. And when she was gonna kill that guy, and then she kicked him out, and then all of a sudden you see him ride down to this bar saloon, and he was gonna ask for a rawhide, right? And while that was happening, right, that one girl Linda went back over to her house, their house, and said, "You know where Todd's at?" I said, "I don't know." And he said, "It's so hot, so sexy." And then eventually, she needed consoling, and then one girl consoled her, and then she ended up having sex and stuff, right? Now, with the sex stuff, I mean, they couldn't show any actual stuff. Like bodies right on top of each other, no wieners or JJs or the actual act itself. They just were like simulating, like something like Cinemax. This is before Cinemax, Cinemax was Cinemax or Skinemax, I should say. Anyway, what else happened? Like when they were making all of a sudden you show like they go to this bar and the bartender was such a bad actor. It was really funny the way I said, well, I don't know, baby. You got to learn how to get to fight with that guy and stuff. And then I think the guy, he said, someone looking for me, and they walked outside. And they both killing each other. And then like after that, they were going to the two girls were going to the cemetery and ended up leaving with each other. It was definitely different. I liked it. I don't know. My dad. I'm glad. I was thinking about dad. Want to see this. I'm glad I didn't say that because I didn't know the subject matter before. It was like deep down inside. But anyways, that's what really bummed it for me. And they got into a fight. The fight. I mean, the guy, the bartender, was bad acting. Right. All the acting's been semi decent up until that part. And she gave the money to she gave money to for her own equipment or something like that. And then like I guess Roland stole some or something like that. So that's what's going on. Let's see. I don't want to fall asleep either. Well, what was I gonna say now? Oh man. Yeah, I mean they make out and then like they show a guy in the bar and like the guy bartender was a bad actor, right? But it sounded so muffled you couldn't make out what he was saying though. Now these restoration things are pretty cool, I think. But I think Dead Alive the Dead Alive movies are really good. I mean the first one, like I didn't like the very final chapter one either. But I mean aside from that, I like the other ones. Oh shit. No man. No one in here good. Let's see if I show what the trailer for that looks like. I mean, not the trailer, the poster. Yeah, look at the Abilene right here. Okay, let's see. Go back here. Okay, let me look this up. I mean, let me enlarge it. I said that's what I said. Hard riding cowboys could tame their bucket broncos, but they couldn't break in Lyndon Abilene. And like I said, Lyndon was like the other guy she was fooling around with. No women could escape having their body used in a raw and brown Wild West, 1869, all this crap, right? With that photo, I think, I mean, I thought it was going to be a lesbian Western, and I was so disappointed. And it was like filled with that two siblings that making out, which was really gross. They could just have a married couple have been the same thing instead of like, I mean, I'm dividing your whole audience. And it wasn't that dirty either, though. Let's see what we got here. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, there we go. Oh, I don't want my name up that far. That's funny. No shit. Wait a minute. No. What the hell? I don't want that. Oh, there I am. Hi, Noel. You want to come up? Hey, come on. You come up. I mean, I did. I wasn't a fan of the movie. Whenever that fight at the end of the movie was funny with bad sound effects and stuff, that stuff was funny. I like that. But as a whole, I was not a fan of the Herschell Lewis movie. I mean, it looked authentic and stuff. But I was not a fan of it. I didn't like the subject matter with the two siblings. I hated that part. You know, stop sharing right here. And that's what I didn't like about the movie. So I only give it like it was only good till the last 25 minutes. That's the only good part of it. The rest of it was just boring. I mean, if there would have been more like the last 25 minutes without the two siblings, making out, I would have liked it though. I don't know why they went in that direction. I thought it was going to be a lesbian. If you look at the thing, it looks like it's going to be a lesbian thing. That's what I thought it was going to be. Nope. Oh shit! I didn't send my link. Hold on. Come on, Noel. So I sent you a link. I'm so stupid. Hold on. There you go. I mean, if the movie would have been much better, they would have had that storyline in it. If I was going to be a lesbian wrestler, that's what it should have been, not this other crap. I got the link for you. I mean, if you look at the beginning, it looks like she'll be lesbian, and it's not lesbian at all. You know, that link should work on. Are you live right now? I think you were live the last time I looked. Oh, I get that. That thing is so cool. You live right now? Or maybe streaming? If you're streaming, that's okay too. No? Okay. You ended the stream. Cool. Come on up, Noel. If you want. Yeah. I mean, like I said, the movie, like, I don't know, I give it like a. I just didn't like the subject, man. The whole bait and switch. You think you got like a lesbian movie. I went to like the very last scene. And then, I mean, they had to make the scenes more interesting, though. The dirty scenes, right? There's only like, I think, well, I don't know. Like extended one at the beginning and then like three more. What, three more? Yeah, yeah. I think they were the most interesting things in the world, but I mean, I like that bartender. And then some of the stuff was funny and almost tripping and stuff, you know? Whoa, my goodness. I had to sneeze. Let me change the avatar. Dang it. I mean, that's what I didn't like about the movie. Usually I like Herschel Gordon Lewis's movies, but I mean, I was disappointed with this one, you know? What the hell? I gotta plug this in so I don't screw things up. There we go. Boom. I want to check see what spoofy's going on. I don't think she'll come over. I don't know. I left the link for you, Noel. She's still talking? Probably. All right. They still online? Oh, I learned all that rap music. I can't do the rap music. I guess that's it. I give the movie like a two and a half. If they would have just like wiped out the very first like hour of the movie, it would have been much, or like just done like just had the It'd be a married couple, just like I mean, like a homesteader couple, no relation or anything like that. That would have been good. Well, I mean, not great, but I will say it doesn't look like a Herschell Lewis movie at all. It had a little bit of look, but I mean, I would guess it was his work, just the way he showed it. Like he had like a couple sets in there. The one set, well, they had a bedroom set, and they had like the main thing where the guys went in. I mean, it was okay. I mean, I think they did an okay job. But that I thought it'd been looking incredibly cheap. They had a lot of props in there, which is cool. Anyways, that was about it. I mean, I liked the end of it, but it just wasn't good enough. Not in my opinion. I usually like stuff. I mean, I don't like what happened, the relations. The the first two people being, I didn't like that at all. They promised to be a lesbian stuff, and they didn't have it. So there you go. Wait, what's this? Oh, wait, I'm not gonna leave. So I don't know. I mean, it was all right, I guess. But I mean, just thought that if they want to cut that storyline up, just have been a regular married couple, it would have been much better. And that was just creepy, though. You know, I think they had that one. They had Miss Infant Zapping, which I would love to see. And I can't remember the other one. Car Wash, maybe, or something. I don't know. It goes out this one part. Hey, did do. Ooh. Man, let me know. No, I'm so congested. Oh my god. Oh man. I probably spend more time talking about this than I should. I mean, but I want to. I just didn't like the storyline. I mean, it's exploitation, but not that. That's too creepy. I didn't like any of that. So, um, I guess that's about it. I don't think New Orleans come out by looking at the link, but okay. So I hope you like. I give like Lynn Abilene 2.5 out of 10. Not very good. And basically just because of the very first hour or so being boring, and then the last half hour things finally start to happen in the movie. I mean, I'm not like I think it's like not a repeated interest, but I mean, just I don't know. It just was a little bit better when they were, you didn't think about it that much. I'm not in the whole thing. I don't. I give this like a 2.5 out of 10. I like that they have like a little miniature robot though. It's pretty cool. I don't know if you the devil or something like that. I don't know. Who the hell's that? DOWGEE empty empty death syndrome. Yeah, yeah. Good, good up. See what we got. All right, I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up. What's her thing? We say, yeah, impossible. Yeah, right. Jesus Christ, scared the hell out of me. Anyways, I'll probably wrap it up. I'm a big Herschell Lewis fan, so and it's like being completist because A lot of his movies got lost in the shuffle, right? Let me turn off this. Right, right. Anyways, mostly he's known for like the nudie cutie movies, the nudie movies, or the horror films. And he done some really low budget horror films. He was the one to help distribute the very first Crawl Space movie with Klaus Kinski. I'd like to see that again. Kind of on the pressy side, but it's a good movie. You know. Let's see, filtered. They got stuff for cupboard, Tupperware stuff, the sealants and stuff. When you buy a whole bunch of those, they'll send like a giant thing of like a thing of tiny breakers. Oh, damn it! Oh, like I said, I mean, Horst Lewis is the one who liked Godfather of Gore, right? Um, and I remember the very first movie I bought of his. Well, usually we were still buying cassette tapes. I remember seeing like E.T. at Sears on video cassette tape now, and they didn't have the spruce screw set up, so you could actually do like a lip pull update. You know, lip pull down, up, down, up. You know what I mean? Yeah. I get it's like a, mm, like a, boy, 6.75 out of 10 for that one. Oh my goodness. Yeah, best would be go back to sleep when it is over with. I mean, I just like room for thought if you have any room. It's just the way things are like, Probably like forensic chick. That's well, I really thought she was like who she was saying she was being. Really. I mean, there's people I met that don't like those fishing boats that kill them animals and stuff. That's what rock slides is. You see, I can't read what he's saying in the chat or in the panel. And then the same thing's like it's like 85 cents for a thing of pop for distancing themselves from like instead of like regular fire. Just do a couple unusual items. So let's try it out on the thing. My goodness. I guess that's it. I'll go 31-13. How about that? Then wrap it up. I guess no one's come up. At least Noel reached out, said hi. That's okay. Let's see, wait for it to hit 31-31. Okay, do it right. Hit the wet. Second heights. Second times aren't that bad. It'll be high times. Do you mean high times? Now the show from Are You Keeping Up Appearances? That show's so funny. Thought she was so dry and human on her heroes, you know. It's very bizarre. Yeah, I'm supposed to sleep again. Oh, yeah, I'm really tired. I'm going 33-33. How about 33-21? How about that? So, I said I want to thank. It's kind of like this weird vibe of the day. So I mean, I understand a lot of people not seeing this or head off to work because I mean they screw up their schedule by putting a whole bunch of stuff like farmland goods, like computers, and then ad buy stuff. You know, that's all right there. Wow. Let's see, 34-43, and that'll be it. All right. I said, I mean, it's like I'm a completist to Herschell Lewis movies. A lot of movies I haven't seen, but this one's really bad. I didn't care for it at all. And little bits of pieces are fine, but I mean, as a whole, the movie's just boring now. I mean, they only do so much with. I mean, back in those days, they only do so much with nudity hit, right? You know, and they would have like they have like two. I guess you had to take two sleep studies, like one that's like a written down one, and the one that the guys that tell them what I got for Mother's Day. I mean, that's the package right there for Best on Home Entertainment. Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, Linda Abilene's like forgotten. I assume this live stream is going to be forgotten too. A lot of people. But Space Intervention Forbidden Zone is like the best one of that type for that year at least. I remember David Hasselhoff is in the movie too. I forgot to ask you where did he go? But I did kind of. Let's see. What is this glass? I can't see it. My eyes are real blurry. I can barely see anything. You know. I'm asleep, man. Oh my god. Hi. Hi, Forrester. Hi, buddy. Hi, Forrester, buddy. How are you? You're probably foot left. How are you, buddy? I started going live, but I fell asleep. Back up again. Oh god, I'm so dumb. An hour of nothing, Lee sleeping. Oh well. I think I'm done. Cheers. Yeah, that's it, everybody. Oh my god. So, let's see if you else have. Until next time, everybody, please. Let's go take care of these, I guess. Gonna pick something else out right here. Desire do you. 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 I'm sorry, you. I just want to sit down. I can't. We'll be able to go back to sleep. Maybe. Mm. Headache. Let's see. Yeah, okay. That's twice. Oh, wow. Oh, he's still alive? Oh, my God. Oh, wow. All right. I guess that's it, everybody. Good night, please. Take care of you. Here, good night.